Assalamu alaikum students of class 6. I hope you're all doing well. Let's continue learning English grammar through Grammar Today book 6. Today we'll learn about degrees of comparison. An adjective of quality changes its form when it is used to compare one noun with another. जब एक नाउन का दूसरे नाउन के साथ कंपैरिजन करने के लिए एडजेक्टिव ऑफ क्वालिटी का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है तो वो अपनी फॉर्म चेंज करता है. इट इज़ कॉल्ड द डिग्री ऑफ कंपैरिजन ऑफ एन एडजेक्टिव. देयर आर 3 डिग्रीज ऑफ कंपैरिजन: पॉजिटिव डिग्री, comparative degree and superlative degree. Let's discuss them one by one to know more about these degrees. The positive degree is used to refer to one object, person or place without making any comparison. Positive degree को एक चीज़, शख्स या जगह को रेफ़र करने के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाता है without making any comparison, कोई भी comparison किए बगैर. For example, she has a big house. Here, an adjective of quality big is not used for any kind of comparison. The comparative degree refers to a greater degree of adjective as compared to the positive degree. It is used to compare two objects, people, or places. Comparative degree is greater than the positive degree. और जब भी हमें दो चीज़ों, दो लोगों या दो जगहों का कंपैरिजन करना हो, उनका मुकाबला करना हो, वी यूज़ कंपैरेटिव डिग्री. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, हर हाउस इज़ बिगर देन माई हाउस. उसका घर मेरे घर से बड़ा है. हियर द कंपैरिजन इज़ मेड बिटवीन दीज टू हाउसेस. एंड फाइनली वी हैव द सुपरलेटिव डिग्री. The superlative degree refers to the greatest degree of adjective. It is used to compare more than 2 objects, people or places. ये दो से ज़्यादा चीज़ों, लोगों या जगहों को कंपेयर करने के लिए, उनका मुकाबला करने के लिए इस्तेमाल की जाती है. For example, his house is the biggest of all. उसका घर तमाम घरों से बड़ा है. Here, one house is compared to all the other houses. In order to form comparative or superlative degrees, we need to follow the rules I am going to tell you. So, for comparative and superlative degree, we add ER and EST to most 1 or 2 syllable words that end in consonants. 1 और 2 syllable words जिनके लास्ट में कॉन्सोनेंट्स हों, हम उनके साथ ER और EST ऐड करते हैं to form comparative and superlative degree respectively. For example, dull, duller, dullest. When the positive ends or positive degree ends in E, जब positive degree के लास्ट में E हो, we add R and ST to the adjective. तो हम adjective के साथ R और ST ऐड करते हैं. For example, large, larger, largest. Then, when the positive ends in consonant plus Y, यानी जब positive degree के लास्ट में consonant हो और उसके बाद Y हो, we drop the Y, हम Y को हटा देते हैं and add IER and IEST. For example, lucky, luckier, luckiest. Then we have another case when the positive is long. For example, is a word of 2 or more syllables, we add more and most before the adjective to form comparative and superlative degrees. जब positive degree long हो, लंबी हो, for example उसमें 2 और more than 2 syllables हों, हम उसके start में more और most ऐड करते हैं comparative and superlative degrees form करने के लिए. For example, useful, more useful, most useful. And then finally, there are some adjectives that do not form the comparatives and superlatives from their positives. They have irregular degrees of comparison. Like जिन adjectives की comparative and superlative degrees उनके positive degrees से नहीं बनती, they have irregular degrees of comparison. For example, good, better, best. Let's solve the exercises from the book related to degrees of comparison, where part I is complete the table with the missing degrees of comparison. Here we had this incomplete table and I have just completed it with the help of the rules I have just narrated. In this table, positive degree comfortable, courageous, difficult, handsome and harmful being the long adjectives, follow the rule where we add more and most to the positive degree. In the positive degree merry, the final y is dropped and the comparative degree is formed with the addition of IER, and the superlative degree is formed with the help of IEST. The adjective heavy follows the same rule. Then we have proud, thin and noble. ER and EST is added to form the comparative and superlative degrees of these adjectives. Part J. Fill in the blanks with the correct degree of comparison of the adjectives given in brackets. Here we are provided with the adjectives in the brackets and we need to use the correct degree of comparison according to the comparison made in the sentences. If there is no comparison, we'll add positive degree. If the comparison is made between the two objects, person or places, we'll add comparative degree. Or if one noun is compared to all the other nouns, we'll add superlative degree. Let's discuss some of these sentences. Rafiq is the tallest boy in the class. Here I have added superlative degree क्योंकि रफ़ीक का कंपैरिजन क्लास के तमाम लड़कों से किया गया था. He is taller than any other boy. और अब जबकि कंपैरिजन किसी भी एक दूसरे लड़के से किया गया है, we'll use comparative degree. The pen is mightier than the sword. Here the comparison is made between the pen and the sword, so we'll use comparative degree. Number 7. These apples are the sweetest I've ever eaten. Here some of the apples are compared to all the apples I have ever eaten, so the superlative degree sweetest is used. Then on number 5, the book was funny. Here we see that there is no comparison, so we used positive degree, but the movie is even funnier. Now we have the comparison between the book and the movie, so we used comparative degree. Number 11, Granny's hair is looking grayer than before. Again, a comparative degree. Number 12, the best time to visit Kashmir is after the monsoon. Superlative degree of good is used here. So, students, keep in mind the basic rules to form comparative and superlative degrees and the proper use of these degrees. And you'll surely be able to solve these exercises on your own. That was all for today. Allah Hafiz.